Hey everybody, it's Robin. Give me a second. I can never remember how to swipe this and turn it the other way. Oh, look at that. Here I am in the dark. How are you all? Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to get my Christmas tree in the picture. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so I am here today with you for your energy forecast for the upcoming week. We've got, 11/25 to December 2nd. So, I know not everybody's had a chance to pop on yet, but we're just going to get started and see what shows up. All right, so the first card for the week is the Angel of Music. And the Angel of Music can be about a couple of different things. It can be about moving your body, which is always a good thing. It can be about, hey, are you listening to music at all? But it's also about shifting your vibration. So with the holidays coming, a lot of us are maybe not feeling our best. Maybe you're missing some loved ones. Maybe you're stressing out over family. There's a million different things that come up for the holidays. They're supposed to be the happiest time of the year. And that puts just a little bit of pressure on you, right? So I don't know if you can hear in the background. I mean, I was decorating the Christmas tree to disco music. It's what I do. But you know what? That kind of music gets me going. It lifts me up. It makes me feel better. It does make me move my body a little bit. And it shifts my vibration as a result. So, let's see what the next card is. All right, we got the Angel of Nature again. We talked about this a lot last week. Getting outside and hanging out with the trees and getting your feet in the grass and all that kind of stuff. But it's also about getting in touch with your true nature, getting back in touch with who you are at the core before society told you that you were not good enough, not perfect, not special. This is that part of you that's truly connected with the universe and the energy of the universe. So it's the part of you that allows you to connect with the truth, right? So it's funny because I saw that card come up today and I was kind of groaning because it's truth hurts sometimes, Truth isn't always pretty. And I'm one of those people that really likes to hide sometimes, hide from the truth. I don't like to acknowledge that not everything is really sweet and happy and joyous, I don't like to acknowledge that war happens and killings happen and people just aren't always nice all the time. I don't like to acknowledge it, and yet I've been having no choice but to acknowledge it a lot lately. And I'm seeing, just from what's going on in world events, most of us are kind of being forced out of our rose-colored glasses closet to face what's really happening in the world. So I want to share something with you that's kind of, for me, important. I don't know if you'll find it important, but hopefully it'll give you some insight for yourself. I would say every single day, at least 10 times a day, I'm ready to quit my business. And it's been getting worse lately. It's really been it's been hard doing my business and running my business and choosing to do it every day. Being an entrepreneur really forces you to see what you got. And the fact of the matter is, I'm more of a sprinter, I'm really good at at doing things in a highly focused way for a short period of time. And then I move on to the next shiny thing. And then, the next couple hours later, I might go back to it. But when you're an entrepreneur, you can't really get away with that and be effective at your work, right? And this is the truth of life, I think, in general. We try to live it in these little sound bites when most of the time the fact of the matter is we've got to put the time in. And I was just watching Gary Vaynerchuk today, and he was talking about the same thing. And that's one of my truths that I really like to escape from. So, one of the things that we're taught from business coaches is you got to have a big enough why. And, I sit there and I go through all my whys. I want the world to be a better place. And, and I would like to be in a position where money is easy. And, there's a million different whys. And yet none of them really drive me. Well, this goes back to acknowledging your truth. Because I was really, why am I going to continue to do this if my why isn't big enough? And I woke up the other day and I realized I wasn't acknowledging my real why. And my real why has to do with one of the things that I hide from. And that is that things aren't always pretty. And when I start to think about throwing away my business or putting it away or not going forward with something, I realize that if I stop, then I don't know what terminology to use. I'm going to use simple terminology. Then I feel like the dark wins. And I just can't. I'll tell you I'm not a fighter. I'll tell you I'm not a warrior. But damn it, when it comes to the thought of the power-hungry people, winning, of having control, of seeing you feel bad about yourself because you were bullied as a kid, seeing animals abused because people are so separate from their true selves as a result of false teachings or abuse themselves. I just can't let it go. I can't let it go. And I'm telling you that story because I want you to find your why. And it doesn't have to be about business. But what is it that makes you wake up every day? What is it that causes you to choose to stay one more day on this planet? Because you gotta find that if you really, really, really want to have a fulfilling life. It's huge. It's huge. You can't hide from your truth anymore. You just can't. You need to be in touch with your true nature and get that vibration up. I don't care what you do to get your vibration up. I really don't. I mean, I spend every day connecting and connecting and connecting, and then I'll find myself going through a frustrating experience, and it's like, oh man, what's going on? And then you got to connect again. And if the connecting isn't overriding the self-defeating thoughts and the negative thoughts, Change what you're doing. Change your activity. Shift it to something, anything. Turn the music on. Dance, run, exercise. Pet your dog. I don't care what it is. But you need to find your why. And this is really huge this week. Really, really huge. Getting the vibration up. Getting in touch with who you really are. And acknowledging your truth, even if you don't like it. We cannot hide from this anymore. We cannot. Not if we want to not if we want to take the world back. It's kind of simple as that. And that is where the true healing occurs. All right? So that's it this week. Do what you need to do to keep your vibration up. Because especially for those of us in the U.S., we're entering, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Family, man, they are our first abusers. Even our parents, even though they didn't mean to be that way. You know, they're not perfect. They taught us what they know and what they understand. We don't have to buy into it. We don't have to buy into our family's wounding. All right? So, that's really important. Get the vibration up. Do whatever you need to do. Remember your true nature, even if it means getting out into nature. That's where you'll find your truth, the truth of your divinity. Remember, the same thing that made the trees, that made the animals, is the same energy that created you. And let the healing occur. The more each one of us heals and remembers our divinity on a personal level, the more of that energy we're emitting out to the world, the more strength and courage we have to wake up every day and make the demand that love will prevail, that truth will prevail, and that we don't have to be overpowered. So I feel like I did a whole sermon this week. It is what it is. That's the energy that's coming through. So I'll see you guys next week. I hope you share this scope. I'm Robin Link. You can find me at robinlink, linke.com. And you can also find us on Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous. It's a group on Facebook where we're having a great time getting back to our truth, accepting our human imperfections while acknowledging our divine perfection, and having a really great time doing it. I'm loving it. People are getting really, really good at celebrating themselves and becoming aware of habits and behaviors that they're engaging in that may not be the greatest habit or behavior to engage in, but they're not letting it stop them from choosing something different, something more fun, something better. So have a great time. Have a great week. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.